One of the things that makes Appalachia's lore so unique is its mostly troubled history of mining. Hornwright and other mining organizations like AMS have been stripping Appalachia's natural resources, whether it be coal, lead, or any other precious or non-precious metals, for decades prior to the war. One of the results of this history is a creature that is entirely unique to the region, the mole miner. This veiled creature is one shrouded in mystery. I mean, is it a mole? Is it a man? Has its genetics been spliced so that it's both a mole and a man? Well, unfortunately, there isn't a ton of information that directly answers the mysteries around this creature. So in this video, instead of telling the whole story of the mole miners like I normally do, I want to simply exhaust everything that we know and still don't know about this creature in Fallout 76. Heading over to the Brim Quarry, just west of the Rockhound, we can find a note about the mole miners' discovery in Appalachia. Approaching from the north, we run into a few mole miners, and moving down past the shed, we can find the remains of a fire breather. On their body, we can find a note. As I'm called to duty, Lord, to fight the flames this world ignites, I ask for your clarity, courage, and strength to fight this good fight. And if it is your will, Father, that among the flames I fall, please allow my soul to find peace, knowing that I did my best to help them all. R.I.P. to this fire breather. Looks like he was taken out by the mole miners. Sounds like they have always been hostile toward humans. Further down the hill, we find additional bodies. It looks like the fire breathers were pushing up this hill that we are descending. At the base of the hill, we can find a small lookout tower. Inside, we can find the foreman's key that unlocks a few containers back up the hill, and sitting on a desk, we can find Lieutenant Thomas's action report. Lieutenant Thomas Action Report, 2140 hours, 3:10:95. This is about 5 years before Vault 76's doors opened. Yes, Garrett, Dustin, Omar, and myself began our assault on Brim Quarry at sunset, approximately 1915 hours today. Our scout reports indicated an amount of hostiles that were too close for our peace of mind. We encountered moderate numbers of, well, we aren't sure what to make of them. They appear to be bipeds, wearing those old heavy miner suits. They grunt and shriek like monsters, but we find wallets and keys, watches. I don't know if I will ever be able to understand all the horrors of this new world. Results. Camp at the quarry's summit was secured. All hostiles eliminated. 1 casualty. Garrett. Dustin tried to console us, said it was likely painless. Gone before he hit the ground. Still, he had just turned 20. The kid didn't know anything beyond this hell of a world. It made him strong. Just a kid. But willing to fight and die to help others, he deserved better. I expected the fire to draw the rest of them at the top of the quarry, but nothing came. Like other reports indicated, they don't seem to feel or care about anything. They can't be human. At least not anymore. We buried Garrett near some crates in the shipping yard. It was the least we could do for him. At sunrise, we attack the enemies up the hill. The team knows what we'll find up there. Before this, when I was a fire lieutenant in Charleston, the first thing we taught rookies was to walk into the flames fearlessly. It's something I've tried to install into the fire breathers and my squad. Whatever flames are at the top of this quarry, we'll be ready. So the fire breathers were assaulting up the hill into a hornet's nest of mole miners. From the looks of things, and the fact that the mole miners still occupy this quarry, we can assume things didn't go well. There are some interesting clues that we can derive from this note, though. First, they say that they find wallets and keys on the bodies, and Lieutenant Thomas says they can't be human, at least anymore. So at least we now know that the mole miners used to be Appalachian miners, and for some reason have transformed into the hostile creatures that we see today. This is backed up by a loading screen hint. Trapped within their deteriorating mining suits, the mole miners are frenzied combatants who attack anything they perceive as a threat. We also know that the mole miners hold on to their previous life's possessions, like their keys. This is shown in the quest Lost and Found, where you obtain a miner's key on a dead mole miner while traveling in the Ash Heap region. The key is used to open a locker with some of the miners' personal belongings in it. This suggests that the mole miners are similar to feral ghouls, but mole miners retain slightly more intelligence, which allows them to use weapons like shotguns and missile launchers. It even allows them to befriend mole rats. Mole miners and mole rats can be spotted together in several locations around the ash heap and Appalachia. Although mole miners have been known to strap landmines onto mole rats in order to use them as organic guided bombs, unfortunately, it is unclear why mole miners have befriended the mole rats. Mole miners are hostile toward everything else. Now let's talk about the Purveyor Murmurger. Definitely the most famous mole miner, the Purveyor sets herself apart from the other mole miners with her floral pattern threads and her hoarding of legendary scrip. This is even connected to West Virginia's mining history. Scrip is a currency issued by mining companies to pay their workers and could only be spent at company stores. This would basically trap any miners who may be considering leaving their job. The fact that she is hoarding this again suggests some sort of memories are kept after the transition into a mole miner. The Purveyor also has an impressive collection of stuff located in the tunnels under the rusty pick. She just seems to like hoarding stuff, I guess. So really that's all of the information we have on the mole miners. We still don't know what causes their transformation into the hostile hunchbacks, whether it's radiation, the scorched plague, or the toxic air in the ash heap, or a combination of all three, and we still don't know why the Purveyor specifically retains her sanity. Mysteries like this should be addressed in future DLC according to Bethesda. But now, I want to go over a fan theory that I thought to be particularly interesting. Originating on Reddit, this fan theory may make you think twice about killing mole miners. While looting mole miner corpses, you can often find toys, whether it's a plastic alien or a wooden alphabet block. About 1 in 5 mole miners can be found with toys in their pockets. A few people on Reddit suggested that the mole miners could possibly be child workers who were working in the mines when the bombs dropped. The toys, again, could be something from their past that they instinctively grab and hold on to. To explain the masks, they suggested that possibly the heat from the bombs welded their respirators to their faces, and eventually, over time, along with radiation, the scorched plague, and the ash heap's toxic gases, created the hostile creatures that we see today. I thought this was a pretty cool way to explain the mole miners. Tell me what you think down in the comments below, and let me know if you have any ideas about the creation of the mole miners. Alright guys, that's all I have on the mole miners. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Also consider joining my channel's membership. You get a cool little cryptid symbol next to your name when you comment, and it goes a long way in supporting the channel, so thank you. Also follow me on Twitter. It's the best place for me to keep in contact with you guys. But anyway, this has been Woodgen TV. Thanks for watching, guys.